Thanks for joining me. My name is Lisa Wickstead with Connections Yoga. We are here doing squats, intermediate yoga. We're going to shift from squat pose into another pose and transition back to squat pose throughout our practice. So it's an intermediate level practice to help energize the body, to get the heart rate up just a little bit, hopefully, and to play, especially in our squats. So let's start with the basic squat. I want you to fold up your blanket. If you have a block, you can also use a block. You're going to come right in front of your prop. Now you can plant this blanket underneath the heels. You can plant it underneath the glutes, your choice. But let's widen the feet, turn the feet out. That's going to give you more opening in the hips. We'll bring the hands together. Usually the elbows go right to the inside, that nice fleshy area right below the knee. And then I want you to sit nice and tall. So draw the head back, draw the chin back. You could bring the hands to the heart center, and that opens up the hips a little bit more. Some variations. Elbows to the top of the knees and hands together further up. So you find where you want to be in this basic squat pose. You could be off of your support. You could be slightly forward. You could be a long spine. All right, so let's go ahead and add in a lateral stretch. Bring your left hand down, right arm reaches up and over to the other side. I want you to rotate the chest and look to the sky. Squeeze the belly to keep nice and engaged core and back muscles. Turn the palm down. Lower the arm as you come down to the center. Change which arm reaches up and over, opening the heart. Squeeze the belly as you exhale down. Good. We'll go ahead and bring our hands to the earth and then open the arms wide. Let's come into goddess arms. If you want to come up a little bit higher, feel free to do so. Less intense is back resting, thighs against the back of the calves. Good. All right, we're gonna go ahead and lower that blanket just a little bit if you want. Sit down, slide the legs out, reach through the heels, toes towards the body for a wide-legged forward fold. You can squeeze the belly, keep the spine long, walk the hands forward. You could bring peace fingers around your big toes and bend the elbows and draw the body closer to the earth. Good hamstring stretch, inner thigh stretch. Squats will also work the thighs. It compresses the knee joints. It compresses the hip joints. Let's come back up into your squat. It strengthens the ankles and the legs. Let's take a twist here. Twist over to one side. Take that back shoulder, press it back. Come over to the other side. Back to the center. We're opening and strengthening the hips. Now, good for the urinary tract system or squat stands. Here we go. You can keep the feet out or face forward. You're going to bring hands to the earth, straighten the knees into a forward fold, and then squat back down. Coming up and down. Now, if you just want to stay in a forward fold, feel free to do so. Less intense for the body. That's where we're ending up anyway, is a deep forward fold. Walk the feet, face forward. You're going to bend the knees, bring the belly down. I want you to wrap your arms around your knees. Grab onto your hands, to your wrist. Lower the pelvis down. Lift the pelvis back up. So you can stay here. You can come into a hamstring stretch, or you can release the back. Lowering pelvis down, deep knee bend. All right, wherever you are, you're going to make your way back to your squat. Good. And then press up, sweep the arms up to the sky, walk the feet together, hands to the heart center in our Samastiti mountain pose. Just give a little break for those hips and those knees. Opening the hands, exhaling, bringing back to the heart. Do this a couple times. Pair it with your breath. Good, and then step the feet out, turn the feet out, sink back into your squat. If you'd like to add some arm circles, bring your arms out and you're circling arms around. Good. And then sweep the arms up. As you come up, turn the feet forward, sink down into your chair pose. So hips reach back, belly squeezes into the spine. You can keep it up really tall, or you can reach forward and low to the ground. You decide where you want your chair pose. Press those shoulders down. And wherever you are, sink back into your squat. Good. Now we're going to sit on our support and come into boat pose. Once you come into your space, lots of ways to do boat. You can walk the feet close to the body and lean back. You can squeeze the shoulder blades. You can point the toes forward. You can reach the arms forward. You can lift them up to the sky. You can extend the legs long. Hold on to those legs, big toes, pants, whatever you want. I love shins, calves parallel. Squeeze shoulder blades together and release. Pushing yourself back up to your squat. Good. All right, from squat, we're gonna come into a lunge pose. I'm turning to the side. You don't have to be doing this. I just want you to get some nice awareness of the shapes that we're coming into. All right, so you're gonna plant your hands to the earth and step your left foot back. Your right foot comes forward. Then walk your arms back and lift up. So you can stay really low, bring arms forward. You can bring the hands to the earth and bring the hands to the thigh or even arms up to the sky. Wherever you are, bring the hands back down. Shift the weight to that front leg, kick that foot back and come into your squat. We need to go to the other side. Turn your left foot forward, step back with the right leg. Decide where do you want to be in your lunge. Nice and strong, belly engaged. And then bring the hands down to the earth. Turn the feet out as you step your feet forward and come back to your squat. Nice. From here, we'll go to a plank pose. You can take your hands and plant them to the earth. Lift the pelvis up and step back. Keep your head drawn back. Keep the pelvis in line with the shoulders and the ankles. I'm gonna have you step back up and we'll try the other option. The other option is to jump back. You can still step back. Wherever you are, walk your way back to your squat, yeah. If crow is in your practice, we're gonna give that option. So lots of ways you can do that. You could have the inner thighs resting on the bottom of the triceps, and you can lift up. So if crow is not in your practice, do that. Just feel that weight on the back of your arm. You could also take your crow by bringing your knees to the back of your triceps and lift up the heels. So see where you want to play. You can lift one foot. You could lift both or come to the toes. If the knees are on the back of the arms, same thing. You can lift one foot up, lift the other foot up, point the toes. You could straighten the elbows and lengthen and hover. You play in your space and come back to squat. Good. Wherever you are, sit down on your prop. Bring the soles of your feet together into butterfly. I want you to feel the length through the body. So the feet don't have to be really close in. They can be further away, and that relaxes the hip joints. Check that breath rate. Check that heart rate. I'm going to take a forward fold here. I like to stay nice and tall and long to keep the body strong. So find that long length through the body. Press the toes together. Let the toes kiss. Walk your hands back as you press and lift the whole torso. Take a twist. Squeeze the belly together. And twist to the other side. And back to the center. Guess what's next? Squat. There you go. All right. Come back into your squat variation. Here, let's take a bind. So for our bind, you're gonna take your left arm, thumb down, reaches back, and you just rest it to the back of your leg or your sacrum. The other arm is gonna reach behind your back, and maybe you can grab. This is if you have a strap, a great place to grab. If your arms are long, you would be easier option to grab those hands. All right, let's release. Bring the arms forward, and then right thumb turns down, palm out, bend the elbow, bring it around your leg. Left arm lifts up and over and places to the back of the hand to your lower back. Grab the hands if you want to. Squeeze the shoulder blades together if you desire. Remember the shape, the general shape. That's what we're going for, even if you're not getting that full bind. Come back into your squat. We want to open up those hip joints. So let's go ahead and stand. Point the toes forward, inhale the arms up to Urdhva Hastasana. Good, squeeze belly, lower those arms down. Place your hands on your lower back. Draw the elbows towards each other. Draw the shoulder blades together, squeeze the belly. If you're a back bender, feel free to tip back, heart to the sky, opening all the space here. And then coming back to the center, turn the feet up and back to squat. Yeah, you got this. Okay, so we did a bind, which is a Yang Yoga bind. We're gonna do a Yin Yoga bind. This is great to sit on your block or your blanket. You're gonna bring the feet together, and then you're gonna reach the arms forward. Bend elbows. Bring the hands behind the feet and tuck your chin to your chest. So again, the arms are going to the outside of the ankles, and just kind of scooping into that space. I want you to breathe. You can curl the spine here or lengthen the spine, whatever you desire. Just working the shoulders and come out and release. Step back into your squat. Make that squat wider. Bring the hands down to the heart if you desire. Then we're gonna slide the legs out into our wide-legged forward fold. We saw this. Now we're gonna do it a little differently. We're gonna add a lateral stretch. Reach over. Palm turns down as you come back. Inhale, palm up on the other side. So this is that incorporation of slow flow yoga in our more advanced practice. Reach up. Here, go ahead and touch towards the foot. Back up. Over to the side. Reach up and over. Touch towards the foot. Just give a different stretch for the back to the side. And back up and release. And then I want you to come into your favorite variation of squat. We did a ton of different squats. Which one did you like? Feel that compression, the hip joints. And now we're going to release, settle to the earth, and take about a minute or two, if you got time with me, to stay for a couple minutes. Let's open up these hips. Oh yeah. All right, so when you come down to the earth, you want the blanket underneath the head and the neck, not under the shoulders, because you want the shoulders in line with the hips. I want you to bring your hands to the hip creases. Feel the heat that you've generated in the body. A little self-massage here. Tops of the thighs. And release those arms by your side. Let the shoulders get heavy, the eyes close, the feet relax. Connect to the breath. Just be present, notice. Deepen your breath. Invite you to open and close the hands and squeeze and release the feet and toes. Circle the hands around one direction, feet around one, and then the other direction. Maybe turn the head over to one side and turn it to the other side. Make your way back to the center here. Bend the knees. Plant the feet to the earth. Pause for just a moment. Open the eyes, and we'll invite that compression again for the hips as you draw those knees into the body, and then gently rock from side to side. All right, let's roll over to your side and maybe create a pillow for your head, knees towards the chest. And then use that top hand to press yourself up. Go ahead and come back seated to your blanket. So very important for you to take time in the Shavasana, the relaxation, to let go of the practice and to let the body absorb it. So as you come up to your space, bring your hands to the heart center, where we were very often during this practice with the squat pose. So I wish you openness of the body, of the mind, of the heart, and strength as you move forward each and every day. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste. So I would love to know that you shared this class with me. If you would be willing to leave me a feedback if you want to, star rating, if you could do that for me, that would be awesome. That would come when you click that leave button. In the description of this class, there is a link to follow me as an instructor. If you haven't done that, that is really awesome for you to do, and you can get easier access to my classes, in addition to a link for more intermediate yoga classes. I hope to see you very soon. Thank you for joining me. Bye.